Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I want to pour a 3D bloom and I've chosen the square mold from MoldsandShapes. It's the 20 by 20 centimeter. I've already mixed my colors and I've chosen the white, it's the Pigment Drops from Etter Art. Then I added some resin ink Wisteria and some pearl mica. So I already placed or poured my resin, my clear resin, into my mold. I only filled half of the mold because I want to make a bowl later on and I don't want it to be too thick. And now I'm just dropping some of the Wisteria resin ink in my mold. I just do it how I think it could be nice. So I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing, just, placing my color how I feel like it. So I thought I used the same color like I mixed into my resin, the Wisteria resin ink from Octopus. And now I'm just taking my dotting tool and I'm pulling it through my colors, through my resin ink, and just see, randomly what I can do. I don't know if it has much effect on the final result, but this is what I'm doing. That's what I felt like doing. So yeah, this is of course up to you what you are doing if you are wanting to make a similar design. The resin I'm using here is the Ultracast Resin. I let it sit round about half an hour, 35 minutes. Because the day I was pouring, it was quite warm and it set perfectly for the 3D bloom. But you always need to see when you use a medium viscosity resin, because the Ultracast resin is a medium viscosity resin, how long you need to set, because the environments are always different and you just need to make sure you get a honey consistency. So I'm now pouring my, I call it white or my purple white, into the mold. I'm making a square spiral, and this is really real time, and you see I'm taking my time. I try to get the lines as even as possible. It's not always possible because it's handmade and sometimes your hand might be shaking a little bit. But I'm trying my best to do it. Sorry about the background noise, but it was our cat, Bagheera. He seems to be a little bit bored right now, so that's when he is trying to draw attention. Anyway, I'm almost done with my spiral, or my square spiral. I actually like the square spiral and I like the flowers in those square molds. I think it gives a little bit a different design and it always has a little bit of the 70s look. So yeah, now I just let my resin set a little bit and then I'm just starting doing my pattern. But before I just give it a quick torch, and then I was thinking, how can I do my pattern? And yeah, I just go from the corners to the inside. You will see it here, all the four corners. I just carefully drag my dotting tool through the center. Please consider that you are only making your design on the surface. Please never go too deep with your dotting tool or whatsoever you have to hand, because you can easily scratch your mold, and you can see it with your next pours, even with that pour when it's cured, that you drew the lines, and it's not worth it to ruin your mold. So always be careful. So you see that I'm now going into the petals, I call it petals, of my design again, always from the outside in. I love this design the most when you just go from the outside in. Sometimes I also draw a line when you go from the center to the outside, but I prefer it in the simple, very simple way. I think the petals are always very, very nice. So, and then I thought, I didn't like it so much, and I'm making another petals, and I want to have many small petals. So I'm just, yeah, designing my flower a little bit further, because I really love to have these delicate and narrow petals. But this is, of course, up to everyone. What's your preferences, what you like and what you are not liking. So this is up to everyone itself. But this is my personal preference, and I'm also happy that I've chosen the same color theme, because I think it looks very nice with the, yeah, it's sort of looking like pastel, my white in brackets, and then the stronger purple from the resin inks. So I really like it. And now I'm just giving it a little swirl in the center. This is also something I like very much, because I think it gives the flower design a little bit more life. And then I'm just torching again. There, always be careful. And this is actually the next day. Or no, I waited 2 days, because it was poured very thin and I wanted it to be cured. I didn't want it to be soft. So I'm very curious how the color blendings are, and look at that. Look at the delicate petals, and I love it that I have in the corners practically the darker colors in between the lighter colors, and the pearl gives it a very nice sheen. I don't know if you can see it here, but the sheen of the pearl mica is really awesome. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this flower, and I'm gonna take you down for a close-up in a second, and then I'm showing you how I do my bowl. I have a section of my last video in there, so you can see what I've done. I've done the same with this tablet, but I've decided to show you from my last video how I did it. But look at these petals and this design. I'm really in love with this. There are so many petals, and because of the darker purple, it has a lot of depth. So this is my last one, or my previous one I did, and I just had some hot water. I placed it the tray into the water, let it rest a little bit. Please always be careful, because the water is quite hot, that you are not burning yourself. I have a temperature so that I'm quite alright with my hands, but always be careful. So I just took it out to see how soft it is already. Let it set again a little bit. And then I looked again, and yeah, this is quite bendable. So I'm just drying my little tray, and then I take it aside. I take some tape. You see the masking tape. Is it called masking tape? I think so. And then I just do my my bowl design, how I want it to be. So I'm starting to fix it very loose at the beginning, and then you can always adjust. So I hope you don't mind that I'm showing you this previous video, but I thought I can take this section, so I don't need to set up into my kitchen or the camera, and it's always a little bit tricky. So I thought I show you this one again, so you see what I've done also with the purple bowl and how I designed it. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just adjusting this till I'm very happy. And I have the idea from doing this bowl from Art of Chester Cat. Rebecca did an awesome job with this. And this is now the final result for my purple tray. And I'm so happy with this. And it has so much depth. It has such an amazing 3D effect, even though it's only like 4 or 5 millimeters thick. So yeah, you can get awesome designs also when you pour thin. So with this, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching and take care, guys. Bye bye.